Hey friends, it's Aaron from Crystalfontz. Today we're looking at our flagship display modules and giving you an overview of all the different features and functions. If that sounds cool to you, stay tuned.
We have a display for that.
Before we jump into this, let's go over what makes these display modules different than most LCDs on the market. One is that most of them offer multiple interfaces, including USB, RS-232, and others. The more advanced modules offer a powerful command set with error checking, which makes them a very robust display. With the wide variety of interfaces and options, it makes it simple to integrate them into your design or existing systems. Let's take a closer look at the features of each of these modules. Starting off with our CFA 632, it features 2 rows with 16 characters available on each row. It's available in 2 colors, yellow and dark letters, or dark with yellow letters. It supports USB, serial, RS-232, I2C, and SPI. It requires 5 volts to operate. You can customize the boot screen so when it's starting it will display your custom message. It's stream-based, so any data sent to the LCD is displayed. It doesn't do any error checking like some of our others that we'll be going over, so if there's any possibility for noise or interference in your circuit, then this probably isn't the right display for you. Next up is the CFA 634. The CFA 634 is essentially the same as the CFA 632 with all the same features, except the CFA 634 has 4 rows and 16 characters per row. It's obviously a bit larger, and it comes in 4 different color variations: light blue with dark letters, dark blue with light letters, yellow-green with dark letters, and black with yellow-green. It also has 5 different interfaces and uses string-based communication, the same as the CFA 632. The next module in the lineup is the CFA 533. The CFA 533 supports 4 interfaces: USB, serial, RS-232, and I2C. It's a 16x2 character display and can operate between 3.3 and 5 volts. This module also has a 6-button keypad, making user interaction a breeze. This display module also utilizes Crystalfontz packet-based communication with error checking, so noise on your circuit or interference will not affect this display. The CFA 533 also has 16 bytes of non-volatile memory, so you can store things like an IP address. It also can support up to 32 one-wire temperature sensors, is 1RU compatible, and can be purchased with a drive bay mount. Also, it has a built-in ATX support, so its buttons can be programmed to turn off or reset the host machine. Our CFA 631 was designed to fit into a 3.5-inch floppy drive space. Do you remember those? It supports USB and I2C and has 20 characters in 2 rows. It's also 5-volt operated, has 4 buttons, and uses our error checking packet structure. This module supports monitoring up to 32 temperature sensors, and with use of our optional system controlling accessory board, it can monitor or control 4 fans. The next module we're going to discuss is the CFA 633. The CFA 633 is quite similar to the CFA 533, except it's only 5 volts and is capable of controlling and monitoring 4 fans. It also utilizes the Crystalfontz robust packet structure and error checking, so electrically noisy environments do not affect the display. This series comes in 4 colors, including yellow-green, blue-white, black-red, and light blue with dark characters. This module supports 3 interfaces: USB, serial, and RS-232. It also has a 6-button keypad and is designed to fit in a 1U rack mount case, and can be purchased in a drive bay kit. Like the CFA 533, it also has built-in power supply control, so you're able to replace the power or reset buttons on your host and have them controlled with the CFA 633. Next up, the CFA 635. This is the CFA 633's bigger brother. It supports the same interfaces: USB, serial, and RS-232. It requires 5 volts and is a 20x4 character display. These modules also have 4 bicolor LEDs that you can program to turn red, green, or orange. This module also has field upgradable firmware, so as we add features or bug fixes, it can be reflashed by you without having to return it. Next up is the CFA 735. The CFA 735 was designed as an optional replacement for the CFA 635 with all the same features and of course cross-compatibility with each other. The CFA 735 uses the STM32 hardware and is able to run STM32 embedded applications. Like the other advanced modules, it uses our packet structure with error checking and supports 3 interfaces like the CFA 635. The CFA-835 is the most robust of them all. It supports 5 interfaces: USB, serial, RS-232, I2C, and SPI. Also, it's a graphic display with a 244 by 68 pixel resolution, so you're not limited to just text, although it supports text as well. The CFA-835 can take a variable voltage range from 3.3 to 5.5 volts and has 13 GPIO to control or monitor additional sensors or circuits, and 2 analog voltage inputs or ADCs. It also has the largest non-volatile memory available with 124 bytes. This display supports custom graphics as well as fonts and has a built-in micro SD support and closed-loop fan control. And it can monitor or control 32 12-volt fans with the use of 8 FB scabs. Last but not least, we've got our XES635, which is like a ruggedized, trimmed-down version of the CFA635. This module is a 20x4 USB-controlled character display built into a super strong steel enclosure. It has 4 status LEDs, 6-button keypad, and an extra long 6-foot USB cable, which makes this module perfect for use as a remote control or an add-on display module for a point-of-sale system. This wraps up our overview of the Crystalfontz intelligent display modules. All the modules we discussed can be customized, and they all work in both Windows and Linux environments. If you have any questions about any of them, feel free to ask in the comment section below or email us at support@crystalfontz.com. And thank you for watching.